I'm looking through Generation Iron and I'm seeing the video that was posted the day before. Keep your eyes on the prize, especially when you're going for #1 spot. Since when is it cool to make fun of somebody who has an autoimmune disease? Coach Greg, and where is Joey Swoll when you need him? We got a bodybuilder here, he's shredded, he's competing on stage, and the world decided, let's just make fun of this guy. You know, because that's what we do as a society. We look at people who are different than ourselves, and we bully and put them down, all in order to look cool. In this case, it says, keep your eyes on the prize, especially when you're going for #1 spot. As we watch the video, we can see a shredded guy posing on stage, and clearly his eyes are protruding a little bit more than normal. The comment section ran wild. I don't know why Generation Iron would choose to poke fun at a bodybuilder. I mean, is this not a bodybuilding channel? And so, since when is it cool to make fun of somebody who has an autoimmune disease? I mean, if he had brain damage, would it then be okay to make fun of him? Or, I know, why don't we just make fun of the color of his skin? Hey, that would be cool. Or, why don't we make fun of his height? Oh, you're just a 5'2" manlet.
Hey, you're French, you don't speak English. I'm gonna make fun of you.
And so they're making fun of him, but I'm wondering if they'd ever heard of Graves' disease. Graves' disease can do exactly what's happening right here. Your eyes protrude further and it's totally normal for you. And so why bully this person? This is not his fault. This is not something he can do anything about. And so it's the same thing like making the fun of the size of someone's feet or the person's height. They can't do anything about it. I mean, even somebody's body weight, you can do something about that. You can eat less, you can eat more. Looks like he has exophthalmos from Graves' disease. Dynamite_D wrote and exposed this video saying, why are we making fun of him? He has the exact same thing. He's medicated. He states, I love when people make fun of the autoimmune disease I have that turns you into a walking stroke victim. Good times. Why is this okay? This is the bullying and or mob mentality of the world right now, the cancel culture. What people do is, instead of bullying in person, what they do is they bully you online. It's much more anonymous. You can make fun of other people without having them look you back. You know, I've never met this person. He's from a different country. And so I'm going to just tear the shit out of him for no reason. Imagine this is your brother, your father, your boyfriend, and he has an autoimmune disease, something that he cannot help. Or maybe he got in a car accident, he can't walk. Perhaps he's paralyzed. They're born with Down syndrome, whatever. And you're going to sit there and make fun of them. And it's deemed as, okay, it's cool. Let's see who can post the biggest insult and get the most likes. When you accidentally take meth and Clen on the same day. And then we got Cena with the skull face. Okay, fantastic. Dynamite_D making fun of someone for Graves' disease, which is something I personally have, is disgusting. Never skips eye day. Making fun of someone with a medical condition they suffer with regularly is wildly low of all of you. Do better. I'm looking through Generation Iron and I'm seeing the video that was posted the day before. 63,000 views. The day after, 23,000 views. This video, 646,000 views. And so, why do you think people do this? Because it gets views. And so what people do is they want the attention. People don't care if the attention is at the expense of somebody who's suffering from a disease. They simply don't care. Their likes, the dopamine from getting enough views, it's worth more than anything. Oddly enough, this is the same channel that posted an obese bodybuilder. And did they make fun of the obese bodybuilder? No, this guy probably weighs over 300 pounds. He's probably 40+% body fat. Instead of making fun of him, do you know what they did in this case? It takes a lot of courage to get on the stage, and it's easy to criticize someone when they do it. How many people here tried to get on the stage and pose? When an obese bodybuilder above 40% body fat gets on stage, hey, we welcome to it. Hey, you're trying, you're going on the stage. Even though the guy could have dieted harder, he got up on stage. And so, bravo, congratulations. But when a guy has a medical condition, perhaps he's born with an autoimmune disease, Graves' disease, and so on, let's make fun of him. He can't do anything about what he's born with. The guy who competes at 300 plus pounds could actually go on a diet. And so I'm not saying it's okay to make fun of either of these people, but why not be equally kind to both? I'm ophthalmology and I would love to treat him with Tabiza. It's been life-changing and vision-saving for so many. Bait videos to get more reactions and interaction on their IG, you know. His response? Absolutely right. Also should cost him a job too. What's happening on social media, in case you're not aware of this, is people try to rage bait you on purpose. They post and say the most horrific things, oftentimes on purpose, just to get you going, knowing that you're going to be mad and you're going to comment. And did you know the more comments that you post, the more that gets shown to other people? And so it hits the algorithm. And so if you say something nice, hey, this poor guy, he has this, he's suffering that, but he's doing a good job. Less people interact, less people are angry, and so the video is much less likely to go viral. And so to go viral, you have to have a lot of people hating what you're posting and a lot of people liking what you're posting. This is what people generally tend to do. They say the most ridiculous things like, hey, you know what? To lose weight, you can eat as many calories as you want as long as you stop eating by 12. As long as you only eat one meal a day, you can eat as many calories as you want. And so they say the lie in order to get people going. Thank you for speaking on this. My mom has Graves and she's so self-conscious about her eyes. They need to do better and mind their own business. AKA, this is the exact kind of video that you would see on Joey Swoll's wall. People making fun of other people for likes and attention. Why would they need to do this? Has anyone taken anything Generation Iron has done seriously in the past 10 years? At Generation Iron, do better, bros. Graves is a terrible disease. A friend of mine had it and she didn't look or act like herself. People really need to educate themselves. They need to apologize to this man. And so what you need to remember is you need to stop reading comments and thinking that this is the real world. What bro from Bangladesh thinks about you, it's absolutely irrelevant. Do you really care if you have millions of people that like you and or hate you from around the world based on some comments that were made that may or may not even reflect yourself? You might have legions of fans. They love you. They love what you're saying, but they only love you because you're saying exactly what they want you to say. But the moment you say something that they don't like, the moment they don't agree with you, we hate you now. And so when that happens, people will oftentimes turn on their own values. They will change what they actually think. They know that if they say what they believe, what they think, the world will not like them. And so they refuse to do it. They're scared. They're not actually an alpha. They're actually beta. You're thinking they're alpha because they have so many fans, but they can't even say what they truly believe. For example, if you believe that Hussein Farhat is natural, you probably won't say it in a video because many people are going to hate you. Someone else's natural or not status is literally a deal breaker in terms of if people like you or not. People who said that Hussein is natural, they got hated. For example, Jeff Nippard, he said, you know, I'm going to test you with no notice. The doctor came in, the blood work came in and it was clear. He did some research and said, you know what? A lot of people can gain that much muscle in their first several years of training. People who are outliers, the 1 in a million type of genetics. People didn't like that. And Jeff didn't like that. And so do you know what he did? He decided, I'm going to lie and say that I didn't know that Greg and Hussein were going to post a joke video, despite the fact that he literally asked me that morning. And I said, Jeff, we are going to post a video tomorrow of which 50% of people are going to know that it's a joke as soon as we start posting the video. And some people are not going to realize it's a joke because they're only going to watch the first 2 minutes. He said, do I have to redact what I said about Hussein Farhat? I said, no. I said, don't tell anyone about it though. And so what do we see? We see on his Instagram wall, Hussein Farhat, hey, he got me. I believed he was natural. And so everyone is going to point the finger at me and say that I was wrong. Jeff knew better. He knew we were posting that video in advance. Why do you think that Jeff doesn't want to say that Hussein is natural? Because you, the viewers, want him to say he's a fake natty. You don't like it when other people say what you don't like. And so other channels like the Catabolic Twig and others, they say, these morons, these idiots are lying to you. They're saying Hussein is natural. must be for money. I mean, they would have made millions of dollars selling turkesterone yesterday because they made a video joking about the fact that Hussein was on performance-enhancing drugs, but it was all a lie. We wanted to get you going. We duped you. We tricked you. We lied to you. Call it what you will. After all you wanted was the truth, the truth that had to be that he was on steroids. That's the only truth that you would believe. Even though he's not on steroids and never was, you'll never believe it. And so, what do other people do? Well, people with no balls, they say, yeah, he's a fake natty. Hussein even sent me a comment. Somebody wrote in his DMs, hey, I support you. I get called to be a fake natty all the time. I believe in you. Then on that person's wall, that same person says, K Lifts Forever writes, guys, I'm a lifetime natty with the joke fade point. Okay, fine. And I'm Jesus incarnated. The same person that in private sucked up to Hussein, then puts him down on his wall. That is the society we live in. And so it's sad to see that this is what the world has come to. But what you need to understand is this. It doesn't matter what other people think of you. The moment you stop giving a shit about what the world thinks of you is the moment your life just got better. Be yourself, like yourself, and stop caring about what other people think, because if you do, you're going to start to sing everything in order to appease those other people. You're not going to be yourself. You're not going to dare say what you actually think. And you're just going to be one of the mob. A beta. An alpha would not do that. An alpha sticks to their guns. If you liked Hulk Hogan as a child and you worship this guy, and on the day of his death, if you said, hey, I respect the guy, I liked him, and then a bunch of people said, yeah, but he did this and he did that, and you then apologize for it, that's beta.
I owe my followers, my community, and all of social media an apology. A few days ago, I reposted an old video of me in the gym wearing a Hulk Hogan Halloween costume on the day that he passed. Last night in my live stream, a lot of people expressed how upset and frustrated they were with me that I had posted that.
You can't succumb to the wishes of the many just because you know they'll like you more for saying what they think. Who gives a shit? Stop caring about what other people think. If you perhaps have Graves' disease and or other thing you're not sure of, you can go to AlgoRx and get your blood work done to see if you're healthy. See what medications you need. Doctors can prescribe it faster than last time for much cheaper prices. Remember, these are pharmaceutical grade medications that you perhaps may need. And so if you're looking for a Cialis, Viagra, Telmisartan, perhaps it's in clomiphene, you can contact AlgoRx and enter code Greg for 10% off. Click the link in the description. Also, if you're looking for coaching by myself and my team, you can click in the link to apply right now. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost the algorithm. Please like the video if you liked it. Don't forget to watch one of those two bloops. And of course, if you're looking for the cookbook or the Blue Lobster pre-workout, testosterone, it's called G-Test Platinum. Boost your testosterone levels. We have so many things in stock. We have new protein bars, better tasting than ever before. So soft. These are the softest of all kind. And so if you're interested, code Greg 15% off. Get to the website, purchase everything. The Seco bars are actually half price if you enter code SECO. And until next time, I am out.